Do you like getting that number one receiver? I know sometimes you get the number one guy, and then sometimes it seems like you maybe get the number two guy, and you guys rotate on the number one guy. You take number two out of it. What do you prefer?
Um, it really doesn't matter to me. I just prefer trying to get the football. This game is all about interceptions and turnovers, and however I can do that, I take pride in that. But I also take pride in guarding the opposing team's number one receiver. So that becomes the case on Sunday. Then I'm gonna take pride in that as well.
Tony? Hey, James. I mean, obviously Metcalf has had some big games, like he had on Monday night, but Jalen Ramsey did a pretty good job shutting him down. When you watched that tape, was there anything that you can take from that? What did you see that he did so well?
I think he guarded him well down the field, especially on the deeper throws, like on the 9 routes and stuff. From the past film that I've seen, that's pretty much where all his yardage comes from on the deep throws, the 9 routes. So if you take that away from him, the explosive plays, I think you'll do a pretty good job against him.
And you talk about those deep routes. I mean, how good is Wilson at throwing those?
Yeah, when you add the fact that he's playing with an elite quarterback, it makes your job even tougher. Because Russell Wilson, he's going to buy time with his legs, and even when he doesn't do that, he's going to put the ball on the money most of the time. So it's definitely a challenge facing the receivers and that quarterback.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Jordan.
Hey, James. You sit down on Monday night and watch that game, and if so, what did you see from DK?
I saw the highlights. He went against an elite cornerback in Darius Slay and got a lot of respect for him. And I just saw, a physical guy that was strong, and he pretty much won a lot of 50-50 balls. But, when you're a physical, big receiver, that's usually what the quarterback's going to give you the leeway and going to throw it up to you. You just got to go up there and make a play.
And how much does he resemble Julio Jones to you? I know you brought up a lot of the big guys, but, that seems to be like either that or Calvin Johnson when you hear people kind of compare, because those are the really big body guys with the speed. So I'm just curious, you've faced Julio, now you've studied DK. You see similarities there?
Definitely. They definitely have a similar skill set. Like I said, they're both 6'3", 6'4", physical receivers and can run. I think both ran 4.3. If Julio didn't run the 4.3 to combine, he sure enough runs it when he's on the field. So both of them fast, can run routes.
Julio was drafted pretty high. I'm pretty sure he ran fast.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's Julio.
Tom Rock.
James, what did it mean to you that Coach Judge gave you a game ball for last week? And, I think part of that was for your performance in the game, but I think it was pretty much for the entire week that you went through and how you handled things.
It meant a lot. I knew they was going to allow me to go home and handle the matter that I had at hand. But it just felt good coming back and being acknowledged for, taking time away, having to deal with a certain issue, and then coming back and performing on Sundays. So it always feels good when your coaches show you some attention. But I knew I had to come back on Sunday and play ball, so that's why I was locked in on Zoom meetings and stuff. It's part of the job. I want to be able to put my best foot forward when I step on the field on Sunday.
Kyle Leonard.
Hey, James. Yeah, along those same lines, what was that like? Because it sounded like from what your coaches said that they encouraged you, listen, not only go home and take care of this, but if you don't want to play, don't play in this game. And it sounded like you were the one who pushed and said, no, I'm going to stay locked in. I'm going to play. How difficult was that whole process for you? And then actually leaving, getting on the plane and going?
I think it was difficult at first, coming up with a decision if I was going to play or not. But I seen the way, Logan Ryan, he handled his situation. And we had other guys that dealt with a similar situation I was in that I was dealing with at the time, and they were here every day. Some coaches, they were here every day. So I felt like I didn't have an excuse to miss Sunday. So I knew I had to come back Sunday.
Thanks. We'll take two more, Dunleavy and Duggan. Dunleavy.
James, what is it about Russell Wilson's deep ball that's a little different? He gets a lot of talk for it being kind of a floater or a rainbow, but it seems pretty effective. What is it about the way he throws it or the way it lands or the way it travels that makes it unique?
Like when you compare it to a rainbow, so you think about a rainbow when it comes, like when the ball comes down and then the receiver has the basket, it kind of falls like right on top of it. So it's hard for a cornerback that's either on the side of the receiver or behind him to make a play because it drops in over their head versus if you had a guy that threw a ball short and it came at a different angle straight down, I'm able to get my hand up and knock it down. But if it comes over top, even if you're tall, it's hard for you to make a play on that.
Last one here, Duggan.
Hey, James, I wanted to just jump back. You guys have made some strides as a pass defense. Not disrespect your past opponents, but this is a step up. I mean, are you interested to see how you guys respond against, it's kind of such an explosive offense?
Yeah, I think we're going to handle it well. I know we're a confident defense. We feel like we can go against any offense in this league. So we're excited about the matchup, the challenge at hand. And, of course, we're looking to go out there and dominate. That's our whole goal, is to go out there and dominate.